टीचिंगचं जे काम करणारे माझ्या बरेचसे कॉन्टेम्पररी टीचर्स इथे आहेत. त्याने हा प्रयत्न केला की त्यांचा विचार आपल्याला पुढे घेऊन जाता येईल का, तो आम्ही प्रयत्न केला. अशा या गुरुतुल्य यासाठी म्हणतो की जगात एकच गुरु आहे, तो सद्गुरू म्हणजे परमेश्वर असं म्हणतात लोक. तर त्याच परमेश्वरासमान हा एक टीचर आम्हाला मिळाला, हे आमचं भाग्य. आज त्यांची आम्ही जन्मशताब्दी इथे साजरी करतो. इट्स अ वंडरफुल सिच्युएशन, वंडरफुल मोमेंट टू सेलिब्रेट, and I am extremely thankful to you all for attending in this number. Let me tell you very frankly, Manjari, you will agree with me, I have never seen such crowd in NGMA. So thank you very much and I congratulate for you. Thank you very much.
Very warm, sir. There's a great saying that climb the hardest mountain with all your efforts to reach on the top, not to show the world, but to see the world from the top. I would say Professor Palsikar was one such erudite teacher, scholar, philosopher, thinker, artist who kindled the path for all his students to reach on the top of the mountain, not just to show the world, but to see the world from the top. And I'm sure everybody here sitting agree with me. I don't write. It's been great honor to have all the dignitaries here. I would request Mr. Palsikar to have a couple of words, and later that we'll have Ushana Palsikar, and later that we'll have the felicitation of the dignitaries on the diet. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, eminent guests on the dais, members of the art fraternity, and all our dear friends. Today, standing here, I feel extremely privileged and honored to speak a few words about Shankar Palsikar, my father. Honestly, it would not be appropriate for me to speak about Shankar Palsikar as an artist. Prabhakar has already spoken a lot. We were too young to understand him as an artist. For us, he was always our Baba. Although he was the Dean of Sir J.J. School of Art, an eminent artist, and an extremely loved and a respected teacher who was very popular amongst his students. For me, my sister Niyati, and my brother Alok, he was our Baba. Baba was a people's person. Right from the days at the Dean's bungalow to his last residence at the Student Society in Thane, irrespective of the size of the house, he was always surrounded by people. He was always loved, revered, be it his family, his students or his friends. The doors of our house were always open for all of them. We three siblings have grown up in the loving company of his students and also some of his contemporaries. In the Dean's bungalow, I remember Lakshman Pai, whom we used to refer as Pai Kaka, Tayyab Mehta as Hippie Kaka, Madhav Satodekar, who was a director of art, and many other great artists who visited us regularly. I must mention our very dear neighbors, Professor Hanmanti and his family, who shared very close relations with us. Teachers, students at the JJ School of Art, like Professor Gajanand Bhagwat, Professor V.M. Sholapurkar, Prabhakar Kolte, Kashinath Salve, Paul Koli, Arvind Hati, and many other members became a part of our extended family. Even the staff at the JJ School of Art, like Mr. Muranjan, Mrs. Sir Deshpande, became very close to our family. Gaikwad, Ramchandra, Bagwe, Davandi the gardener, who are the support staff. I welcome Mr. Sanjay Deshmukh, Vice Chancellor of the Mumbai University. Became fond of our family and would happily do errands for us children. Really. Our childhood memories at the JJ were very special and we cherish it even today. After he retired, we shifted to Thane There too, he was surrounded by his students and admirers. I remember one of the portraits he actually did after his retirement was of Srimati Indira Gandhi, and it was during emergency. I still recollect the extreme caution he had to undertake in completing it. Thane also became a hub of meetings as my uncle, veteran character artist of the Hindi cinema, Nana Palsikar, used to join in many get-togethers. And various topics were discussed at our residence or our family friend Mr. Madhu Gadkari's residence. Many of the budding artists are also present here. Subharya, my mother, or I whom we used to refer, was a very simple woman, very humble in nature, and someone who enjoyed being perfect wife to my Baba. Although me and my brother kept her busy with our mischief, our parents brought us up with extreme love and protection. I always remember her playing a perfect host in any situation. Day or night, she was always prepared to feed everyone. Probably she believed in being an Annapurna, and likewise, the guests and the visitors would equally enjoy whatever came out of her kitchen. Baba was full of principles which he not only believed but also followed. He always took care of his own taste, which reflected in his meticulous way of dressing. Always prim and proper in his specially crafted attire, the persona of a dean was truly epitomized by him. The charisma when he would walk around the college is something we can never forget, and I'm sure many present today would fondly recollect it. Baba was deeply philosophical and an avid reader. The way he has named us, Ushana, Niyati and Alok, bears testimony to the in-depth knowledge he had of the Vedas, the Upanishads, the Bhagavad Gita, and the different philosophers of the world. His paintings reflected of what he read and believed. He was fascinated by science, and he would often quote Fridtjof Capra from the book The Tao of Physics. He had also named this painting E is equal to mc square, which is famous Einstein's formula. He practiced yoga and was very close to famous Hatha Yogi Nikam Guruji. This nature of his imbibed a lasting impression on our minds since childhood, and we are truly indebted to him for inculcating such good habits in our lives. Friends, although we were not fortunate enough to spend more time with Baba during his lifetime, whatever we are today is only because of his blessings. His teachings of values, relations, and respect for all will last forever. The reverence of his students even today bears the testimony to this fact, and the legacy was, is, and will always remain alive. After today's event, I am convinced that the divine Guru Shishya Parampara has lived up to its best, and I am glad and I am fortunate enough to have witnessed it. Today we remember Baba on his birth centenary, but for us and many present here, his memory is everlasting. Every occasion, be it happy, sad, somewhere we know his blessings are with us, no matter what the situation. Even today, I can feel his divine presence here, and I am sure there is a reason for this evening to happen. I couldn't have asked God anything more than to give this great man, than to have this great man as our father. We are really proud of Baba, and it's a privilege to be known as his children. The credit of organizing today's event is shared by many. To name a few, Prabhakar Kolte, the convener, and his team, Arvind Hate, the curator, along with Sudhir Patwardhan, Suhas Bahulkar, Prakash Wagmare, Jyoti and Pandurang Devghare, Prasad Deshpande, Satish Parashar, and many others who have worked to organize this event at such a scale. I must make a special mention about Mr. Swapnil Sutar and Anaga Phatak, who have worked hard for days to restore some of the paintings to make them presentable. A special thanks to Mr. Panchal and his team who are in charge of framing of the paintings. I also thank the office bearers of NGMA under the Ministry of Cultural Affairs, New Delhi, for hosting this event, Raza Foundation for their support, institutions and individuals who have given the paintings for display, and to all of you who are present here to grace this occasion. Please excuse me if I have missed anyone. Be rest assured, it is not intentional. The Palsikar family is grateful to all of you who have been instrumental in organizing this such a glorious event. I would like to end my few words with a quote from one of my father's favorite philosopher, Khalil Gibran, and I quote, "I existed from eternity and, behold, I am here, and I shall exist till the end of time, for my being has no end." Thank you all once again, and it's been a pleasure to be here. Thank you.
Shri Sanjay Deshmukh. I warmly also welcome Dr. Firoza Godrej. It's been a pleasure to have you on the dais, and it's been extremely inspirational as well. May I? Yeah. Our Sinners Divine from painting, one of the gold medal award winning painting of Palsikar sir, to please come forward and help us to give away the shawl and the Shrifal to our dignitaries. Shri Kiran Nagarkar, an Indian novelist, playwright. I think Kolte sir said very rightly about the half German in India, who doesn't speak and write in Germany, but then he is apparently that we have today. It's a pleasure to have you, Nagarkar sir, at the NGMA. Can we have a big round of applause, please? Working with us. Obviously, the concept is none other than that of Professor Kolte, because that's what's just 15 days ago when he called me and said, "Manjari, I want the painting to come alive. And how will you help me about it?" I said, "Sir, you said it and I did it. So we don't have to really, you don't now have to really worry about it." Okay, the next guest is Pandit Satyashil Deshpande. Sorry. Okay. An Hindustani classical musician who specializes in singing khayal. He's a disciple of Pandit Kumar Gandharva, as Professor Kolte said some time ago. Among many awards Deshpande has received, following awards are the Homi Bhabha Fellowship, presented by Homi Bhabha Fellowship Council in memory of Homi J. Bhabha, and Raza Award, presented in the memory of artist S.H. Raza. Can we ask our Sinners Divine to felicitate Shantaji Gokhale, an Indian writer? Okay, sorry. Writer, translator, journalist, theatre critic, and as Professor Kolte said, an art critic who has softly written a lot about art and culture. I welcome you, ma'am. A dynamic personality in terms of literature, who studied in London, in the Bristol University, We have senior artist Ganesh ji with us. Can we ask the seniors divine to please come forward? Born in Jabalpur, Jamalpur, now in Bangladesh in 1936. He's been a member of Society of Contemporary Artists, has been a teacher in the Government College of Fine Art. I welcome you to Mumbai, sir. One more dignitary was to come here, Mrs. Prerna Shirmali. Unfortunately, she's not with us because she had some other commitments to fulfill. But she has sent a lovely message to the team of Shankar Palsikar Centenary program. Namaskar, I am honored to be part of the centenary celebration of the great Sri Shankar Palsikar ji, a painter who wanted to look at life through life, who believed in shaping young minds to create an artistic humanity, and that's why preferred to be a teacher or a mentor instead of just being a painter. Didn't have his own exhibitions in his lifetime. Put him in the line of greats like writer Mukti Bodh or great painter Van Gogh. Today, when the artists from different fields are coming together to pay their respect to him, it is a fitting tribute to a believer in Advaita. My humble tribute and pranam to him, Prerna Shirmali. Thank you very much, ma'am, for this. May I now request Shanta ma'am to come forward and have a couple of words about the exhibition.
Speak here. I don't speak. I only write. And a lot of people know this, so they don't tell me in advance. I was assured that all I needed to do was show up, which I did. I really am stuck for words, but I have a very distinct memory which goes back about 25 years, maybe, when I was attempting to write a book on Prabhakar Kolte. The attempt on my side was sincere, but I soon discovered that I was ill-equipped. I could not get my mind around the kinds of influences that had come into his life, which I didn't know at first hand. It's important for a writer to have a first-hand feel for various aspects of an artist's work before daring to write about him. All I knew was Kolte's work, and I was a huge admirer of his work. But I still have 5 recorded cassettes. I've held on to them even beyond their expiry date because nobody listens to cassettes these days. But I have kept them as a reminder. Don't go into something for which you are not equipped. But during those conversations, Shankar Palsikar was like a presence. Because if I remember right, Prabhakar Kolte could hold forth forever on this subject. And I also remember how moved he used to be when talking about